when people join as a first-time coach, they're not working for themselves. And that's what I'm going to keep saying over and over again. Like, when I was working, I was not working for myself. I was working for my upline so she could hold rank, so she can get an income. I was barely working for myself. Coaches are not essential workers. I think it's so nasty. It's like, give credit where credit is due. And that is not to Beachbody coaches. That is not where it's at all. And we need the voices. We need to speak out about it because it's just so wrong. People shouldn't have to lose their money over this. People shouldn't have to feel like... Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about something that might get me a little bit heated. So today we're going to talk about what Beachbody should be and like how it actually could be very successful. Maybe. So sorry. Dog probs. Okay, so today we're just going to talk about how Beachbody could be very successful in my opinion. And this is not to bash anyone. This is not to personally attack. This is just to bring awareness of what Beachbody actually is. It's really gross how like they go after and prey after vulnerable humans. So I just am out here just to talk and share my story because I think it's just really important, because obviously I've said this in the past, I feel cheated, so I'm going to talk about it. So I'm definitely not that girl that like sits back and just like, hey, yeah, take advantage of me. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is my opinion, but this is really my experience more so. This is to bring awareness. This is to really just talk about this because it's really annoying. I know I'm not the only one. I have received so many DMs and so many comments and stuff, like just you guys reaching out and like telling your story, and I'm just happy that I can be a voice for you guys because I'm more than happy to do that. I am not someone who just sits back and just like lets people take advantage of people. I don't like that. So I am definitely okay with talking about this because it just hits so close to home, honestly, because I did this for almost 2 years and I put a lot of money into this. So again, I feel cheated and I'm going to talk about it. But I think this is something that could be a cool spin on it. Like, I want to give Beachbody some credit. They have some good things. So I want to talk about it. And then I'm also going to still talk about some things that really just make me mad. So make sure you stick to the end. If you guys have been around and you like kind of like this stuff, make sure to subscribe, because in the analytics, you can kind of see it back there. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed yet, and I would love to have you in the community. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and we will get into this. So I have my phone right here just so I have my notes, because I am still, you know, learning how to memorize everything I'm going to talk about. So I am just going to make sure I got everything. So I'm going to try and keep it out of the way of the camera. But if you see me looking down for any reason, that is exactly why. Okay, so what Beachbody should be. And in my opinion, they have great workouts. I know a lot of people will say that. Like, I wish I could just support them for the workouts, but like I'm not going to, because that's just silly. It's much more than just like the workouts that they offer. So if they just offered the workouts and they really focus on their workout programs and they really focus on some of the products that they have, they would be very successful. Their reputation would be a lot better. But the fact that they have all this crap that they are doing and promoting, and rarely ever promoting actually the products, that's what makes this really gross. So like I said, they would be a lot better if they focused on the products rather than recruiting and preying on vulnerable humans. You know, coaching is still, I know, like I have a coach friend who literally, in my eyes, she does it the right way. In my opinion, if there could be a right way to coach, she does it the right way, because she does it with a heart of wanting a community. She wants that community factor, and she's done it long enough and she's been in it long enough where she's not trying to get the money quick kind of thing, where she's really just taking the time to build her loyal following, and she just promotes like the product. She doesn't try and prey on vulnerable humans unless her upline's trying to get her to. Like, I really respect how she does things because she has that community. She has that loyal, like, I guess following, but more so just relationships with people that they trust her, and they just have this community of just getting healthy together, and I see nothing wrong with that. I really don't. But what gets really gross with MLMs and right now Beachbody is that they prey on vulnerable humans who either are looking for money, they're stay-at-home moms, they're in the military, or X, Y, and Z. They're always looking for something that are like in a low spot in their life, vulnerable. They're looking for that. That's immoral, that's wrong, that's not okay. But I know some coaches actually do it a decent way, and that's by not sending nasty praying messages or trying to get their downline to buy all this shit that isn't actually gonna do anything, you know? If you haven't watched it yet, make sure you go to my channel and watch it, my full story on why I quit Beachbody full time and why it's like been a really good thing basically. And I'm just sharing my whole story with you guys. I spent spent a lot of money in Beachbody for my upline to rank advance and hold her elite status and blah, 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 blah. And I could not do it anymore. It got really annoying how I had to hold all these accounts open, and I didn't for a while. You know, I started like realizing what was actually happening, and it's really gross how I'm going on a tangent right now. I'm going on a tangent. But it's just like when coaches, like I said, there's a difference between this coach that I know. She's doing it because she loves what she's doing. She loves the community. But then there's majority of coaches, they want the rank advance because that's where the recognition is, that's where the money is, that's how they get to the top, is by recruiting. And that is the dirty thing, because they're preying on the vulnerable people. They're promising this false hope and this false financial freedom and all this shit that is just so wrong. The coaching opportunity would be better if it was more like a set up like an affiliate program, where I feel like if, you know, they did the same thing, if you have a code or just even a link or whatever, they would still get the commission, but it's not based on the sales. It's not based on the recruiting. So, you know, they have their workout programs, maybe have a couple products, but they're focusing on that stuff. They're not focusing on recruiting, where the focus is on like affiliate marketing. That'd be a whole better solution already there. Like, that's so much better than what it actually is right now. And if you guys don't know this, I don't know if you guys know, but Beachbody has competition for their coaches, and I'm going to get into it in a different video. But there's a business called OpenFit Company, whatever, that's ran by Beachbody. It's not like with MLM, so it's just like an online, it's very similar to Beachbody, like on demand, and they have products, I believe, too. I haven't done a whole ton of research, but I do know that they're owned by Beachbody, and it's just Carl's way to have his own back. But like, what, he's just leaving all the coaches in the dust right here. You guys, the thing with this, you never know when this is going to end. You have no idea when all the coaches could drop, when the FTC could shut the MLM company down and Beachbody down. They're done. They have nothing left. They're not business owners. They do not have control over their business. It could shut down today. It could shut down in a week. They have no idea. They really don't. And in my opinion, the recruiting factor of MLMs creates desperation. And that's where the grossness starts to come in, because they're desperate for that rank advancement. They're desperate for the income. They're desperate to get to the top, and you know, they're already so far in, so they're desperate to keep going because they already made this promise to their family, to their following, that they're gonna do it. They don't want to look dumb, kind of a thing. So it creates desperation, and so they start to really get manipulative and dirty in how they come off with their messaging and stories, and they try to like really just sell this false dream. And that's where it comes so gross, because they're getting desperate. They want to sell anything that they can to get their rank, to get their pay, whatever they can do to get by is basically how it works. With Beachbody, it would be really good if they just focused on the programs, sometimes maybe a little bit of product depending on what it is, because some of them I don't think they're that amazing. But if they focused on that, they truly focused on that and had like affiliate program, and had people like these coaches could still have, you know, they could still kind of say stuff like that, I guess, but they're not really coaches, but like they can still have their community that they like and they love, and I understand that part, but that is not where the ickiness comes in. Like when we are like in the anti-MLM community, we're not mad at like the challenge groups, really. We're not. Anyone can have like an accountability group. There's nothing wrong with that. What gets slimy is the recruiting and how nasty it can get, and the money that people have to put in and rake in for their upline to hold any income or rank. And that's what's so gross. It's like when people join as like first-time coach, they're not working for themselves. And that's what I'm going to keep saying over and over again. Like when I was working, I was not working for myself. I was working for my upline, so she could hold rank, so she can get an income. I was barely working for myself. And that's exactly how it works. And I was so against it. I thought, I was like, there's no way she's not benefiting off of me. It's like, she's totally benefiting off of you. That's why you have all these recurring payments of every month. You have to have 50 to 100 PV, and you have to have the business fee, and you have to, you know, you get guilt tripped if you don't do like the launches that are happening pretty much every month, it seems like. You know, like, I mean, that's a little exaggerated, but you know what I mean? Like, they're so dirty. You guys, like, this is what I mean. I was gonna get a little heated because it's just, I wish it could just be so much better. I'm just so, like I said, I hate getting cheated. So I know I'm like rambling just a little bit, but I hope you guys see my frustration, where it kind of just shows you what this really is, rather than like getting into yourself, spending the money and getting emotionally just drained, and you know, getting verbally like you're not working hard enough, and who can you manipulate to pay to get your rank or whatever. It's like, So obviously the facts are it's still an MLM, it's still dirty, it's still, on my opinion and a lot of other people's opinion, wrong and gross, and it's not a sustainable way to create income. So yeah, this biz opportunity is wrong, it's immoral, it's recruiting. That's what makes it so wrong. It's preying on vulnerable people. And I'm gonna give you a couple examples of how they promote or advertise for the opportunity, the coaching opportunity, and it's just wrong. So they make these empty false hopes, these empty dead promises to use these people to spend this endless amount of money, time after time, month after month. All these humans, it's a high turnover rate for a reason, because everyone realizes they're spending so much money, they're not getting anything back. That's why there's such a high turnover. It's because it's not because they're not working hard enough, it's because they literally can't continue to pay for the upline to get their rank and their income that they're wanting. You know, they're working, they're doing the elbow grease work, they're doing the grunt work for their upline, and that's what's so nasty about it. And the thing is like what you'll notice on social media, you'll see, so all these, the downlines like working their ass off, they're trying to get all these people to, you know, they're inviting, they're recruiting and whatever, so they can benefit their business, but no, it's to benefit their uplines. Well, their upline kicks back usually and still continues to recruit a little bit and here and there or whatever, and they're still kind of doing the things, or showing it like they're doing the things on social media. And it's so, what irritates me what irritates me too is they might be recruiting people that you have been talking to or people who you know, and that's what's so frustrating. It's like, you're literally, I'm doing the grunt work at pretty much at the bottom of the pyramid. Basically at the bottom of the pyramid, I'm doing all the grunt work so my upline can take more of people that I know, because that's happened. So one thing that they like to do too is they start to belittle people. They start to belittle things like when they are sharing the opportunity, like in their stories or in videos or in their posts. They'll start to like say these little like sly comments that make you feel like a horrible person if you don't do these things or don't want these things. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. I could go on and on, but I'm just gonna give you a couple so this video is not super long. But basically the first one is they love to diss the 9-to-5 job. They love to say, like, who wants to work a 9-to-5? We want financial freedom, but you also want time. Who doesn't want to spend time with their kids? Why don't you want to spend time with your kids? Kind of a thing. Like, oh, I love that I can stay home and I can do all this stuff with my kid or kids. And it's just like, people like stable and known income. People like to go off to a job. People like to do that stuff. They like to leave the house. They like to get out and do socializing stuff, and they don't necessarily want to work. Not everyone wants to work from home, and the fact that they don't want to stay home with their kids doesn't make them any less of a good, like a better person or a better mom or a better dad or whatever the case is. The thing is, the kicker thing is though, this income at a 9-to-5 is guaranteed. It is guaranteed. When you join coaching or another MLM, it is not guaranteed. It's based off the work you put in and the people you basically steal from. That you're telling people this great stuff and about a company or about the biz. And the thing is, it's like, it's just so shocking to me. Like when I was doing it, like I never really said it was Beachbody, because I knew when I first knew it, like I had a negative connotation towards Beachbody, and then they also said like not to show logos or anything. So it's like, why is that? If you're so proud of what you're doing, like, why is that though? If you're so, like, if the company was so proud of what they're doing and the coaches are so proud of what they're doing, some will do it now because they just don't care. They're at the top usually when they start to do that, and it's just like they literally have no heart anymore. And it's just like they're so used to seeing this high turnover rate and these people falling off and a select few is sticking around. It's because like it's so wrong. It's so wrong, because just because these people don't want to keep putting money into you, it's just so wrong. And I'm saying you, like, I'm talking to my frustration up to the top is what I'm doing. I'm not speaking at you, I'm sorry. I'm speaking to the top, you know, it's just kind of what I'm saying. And like I said, they make other mamas kind of sometimes feel bad for not wanting to stay home with their kids. That's another common thing I see all of the time is, oh, I'm so thankful I get to stay home and watch all the first steps or the first words or the first moments or whatever. It's just like, yeah, those things are great. Of course, people want that and they want to see it, but people love to go out and have a job that they know is stable, they know is something, and they could put the argument in that, well, they could drop their job at any time too. It's like, yeah, but they're still getting paid. They know what they're going in. They know what they're getting paid. They know exactly the hours they put in or whatever. They're gonna get money back. I've put so much hours. I put a lot of hours into Beachbody, and I have not gotten that money back. I can tell you that right now. And I'm gonna read this one to you because I want to make sure I get this point across right? Because this one's irritating me the most. And it's not just Beachbody. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't just Beachbody. It's a lot of other MLMs too. They're all kind of like that same mindset. They're just desperate to recruit and continue to recruit. And that's what this is. And it kind of creates this entitlement. And this is what really irks me. So I'm going to read it so I just make sure I get it off. So I said, most importantly, in the current state that we are in, COVID, in the current state that we are in, it's been told, even by Carl, he called them the heroes, but I know they kind of think they're something. They are the front line. They are the heroes. They are, sorry, I said I was gonna work this. They are like an essential worker. I'm sorry. What? I never considered myself that. I never, when I was coaching when this all started, I was never considered myself that. I am sitting home in quarantine safely, you know what, and thanking the people who are actually out there putting their lives out on the line to save and help other people. Save us coaches. We are not heroes. We are not, or I should say coaches are not essential workers. They are not. They are not. It's just, I don't know how that, like the entitlement is real sometimes with the coaches. I've noticed, especially as we go up that chain, entitlement is real, and it's so annoying and it's so gross. And I hear, and I have heard, especially at Summit, I've heard other coaches say, who are like still working their way up, the fakeness is real, the stuck upness, if that's a word, how stuck up they are is real. Entitlement is real, and it's so gross. I think it's so nasty. It's like, give credit where credit is due. And that is not to Beachbody coaches. That is not where it's at all. That is actually the people who are out there. I don't see Beachbody coaches. Okay, I will give credit to, there are coaches who are like teachers or nurses, and they have another thing where they're actually essential workers. I give so much credit to you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. I'm not discrediting those coaches. I am not at all saying that. I'm just saying the people who think that they're actually essential or heroes for sitting at home, signing up clients while they're still in their quarantine safely, while there's actually frontline humans doing the right things and doing the things to help save other people and work with kids or do the things that need to keep this world moving. Anyone can work out. We don't need Beachbody to work out. Anyone can go to the store and get some lettuce. No one needs a Beachbody to go get some lettuce. I'm just saying. It's just really frustrating to me how when I saw that, I've seen it on other anti-MLM videos, like the entitlement during this time with any MLM is what I'm saying. It's like, give credit where credit's due. I mean, come on. Period. You're not essential. Period. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I just got a little heated there. I'm like, I cannot handle what I used to do. Like, I used to do some of those things, and I'm like, we all grow. We all grow. We all learn, and we all grow. So I want you guys, if you guys are still here, I want you to comment below, period. So it's period with a T. If you're still with me, I'm just so thankful you guys are sticking around and listening to what I have to say. It's just been like so frustrating, and it's like, we have to get that word out there, you guys. We have to get the word out, because of course, this is for anyone. I want to bring awareness. And also, obviously, this is for you to bring your opinions and everything and make that decision for yourself. But I'm just letting you know my feelings, because I was in it. I really thought this was gonna be my jam. Like, I really thought it was like, oh yeah, I'm set. Like, I'm gonna start doing all this stuff. I'm gonna go on these free trips. I'm gonna stay home with my kids. I do plan to stay home with my kids, but like in another way. I'm gonna do all this stuff. I'm gonna have all this stuff that they promised me. I'm gonna have millions of dollars. And it's like, none of that happened. None of that was happening anytime soon. So I just have to get that out there. I have to let you guys know that, just because, and plus, the anti-MLM community is growing so quickly. They're getting strong. They're getting really strong, bringing awareness, and we need to do that because it's so wrong. It's so wrong. People are noticing it. People are seeing it. People are understanding. Their eyes are opening, and it's just like, yeah, you're right. I can't slide into anyone anymore. Anyone's DMs, get their name wrong, because I've done that. Get their name wrong, copy and paste. And you know, I can't do that. That's not something I ever felt good doing, but I definitely can't do that. I won't do that for the rest of my life. Like, I can't literally feel okay anymore. I would not be able to do that as a career. So if you guys have any suggestions, please either DM me, you can leave them below, but if you feel more comfortable, DM me, Megan Marie Sip on Instagram. I also love, like I said, suggestions. If you have any stories, if you have really interesting stories that you would like me, I am collecting stories for future videos to just react to. If you have like crazy stories or something you really are just mad about or you have strong feelings about, DM me and I'll collect everything. And of course it's gonna be anonymous unless you want to have your voice shared and you want your name there. I'll definitely be okay with that. But I'll definitely, most everything's gonna be anonymous. If you want to send a video format, you sure can. But writing it out is perfectly fine too. It's totally up to you. But just DM me at Megan Marie Sip on Instagram, and I'm gonna put this all together. I'm really excited to do that because I just think the more we come together as, you know, a team of coaches and just kind of share their awareness and show them that it's not just the top coaches. Like it's not just the success is there, right? Like you see, when they paint this whole picture, you just see the success, right? You see the people who are doing things, you see the recognitions, but what you don't see, you know, they're always so proud of the 450,000 coaches or whatever that are on the team. It's like, where are those coaches? Where are they? They're constantly falling off, they're constantly getting new ones in there, but they're constantly rotating. But where are they? We need the voices, we need to speak out about it because it's just so wrong. People shouldn't have to lose their money over this. People shouldn't have to feel like they weren't good enough to do a business like this, because guess what? It's a hard business to scam people. It's a hard business to be in a pyramid. It really is. So we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna continue to talk about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. It just helps me out. Like or dislike, whatever you want to do, but I'm here. I'm going to talk to you guys. I usually talk in the comments anytime, but really an hour after the video is posted is when I'm really engaging in there. But I'm here for you guys always. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have opinions on it, and maybe the other way. Always talk to me about it with class. I would do that to you. I'm not here to bash. I'm here to spread awareness. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For entertainment they're vulnerable. So what this is, so like I said, this is for entertainment and purpose. Oh my gosh, why can't I think? I cannot think, you guys. I am like, I think I filmed too much this week. I can't talk. I'm losing my mind. I am losing my mind. Okay, let's do this again.